Hi everybody. So, I'm in England. Yay! This is an interesting and different thing for me to do, because I'm now filming, like, very openly while walking. The England thing. So last night I decided I would hop on, a couple of weeks ago I decided I'd hop onto an airplane and travel to visit a friend of mine in England. And then I did. And it took like an hour. Sure how seriously crazy that is? I need to tilt the camera. It took an hour. It took an hour to go across the ocean, sea, and visit a friend in a different country. And there's a lot of cars going around. So, that's incredible. The fact that humans can do that is insane. I'm probably going to talk about this at some stage because it always boggles my mind how much humans kind of just went, yeah, that's the world, let's fucking explore. Let's make this world a lot smaller than it used to be. Instead, for today, what I'm going to talk about is social anxiety. Now, we've all kind of heard of social anxiety, and there's stuff that goes on around it. People talk about it quite a lot. People say they have it, people say they don't have it, and I find a lot more people have it than say they have it. Again, I'm gonna try and do this walk unedited. Woo! But I imagine I'll probably edit it eventually. See? Edit. We're gonna jump cut now. So people say they have anxiety, and some people say they don't. I think a lot of people have anxieties, especially social anxieties. Now, an anxiety is kind of described as when you have something that makes you feel stressed or anxious, and then in order to avoid feeling stressed or anxious, you avoid that situation entirely. You do whatever you can to keep from, going near it. Say you have a phobia of water, and there's a beach. What do? You stay in the car. And that's not cool. And then social anxieties is so similar. I've got some social anxieties. I would be more than happy to admit it, and it's probably the reason why the only reason I'm able to talk to you guys quite as loud as I am is because there's no one around. Now, whenever a car comes along, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna think I'm crazy. I should stop talking. But I'm gonna keep talking, no matter what happens, because fuck it, I need to fight an anxiety, and that's the only advice I can give people with social anxieties. I'm gonna film from this angle, yay! So, the thing about social anxieties is that, or any anxiety in general, is that the more you kind of give in to your anxiety, the worse it gets. Our brains are kind of sensitive to these type of things, we know what makes us feel bad and what makes us feel good, and when we avoid doing something that makes us feel bad, it gets harder for us to do it again the next time. It's crazy. It's like a confirmed, I'm gonna walk like this. This is gonna be really difficult and dangerous. Haha. It's like you're kind of confirming your own biases, which is not a good thing. I mean, if you already think that you shouldn't be talking to people because they're crazy, and then you don't talk to them, or you're crazy, or whatever reason you have. Camera. Whatever reason you have for not talking to people, it's gonna just get worse the less you talk to people. Sorry, it's true. I know. I do it a lot. My biggest social anxiety? Telephones. And doors. Oh god, I hate answering telephones and doors. Because I never know exactly what's gonna happen. Who's gonna be on the other end? If it comes up with your name, I know it's you. And I'll feel a little bit more comfortable with answering. But there's been a couple of times when I've gotten phone calls from people, and it hasn't been the people that the phone said it would be. So it's kind of crazy. They had a window open, oh god! It's kind of crazy. And it makes me anxious, because I don't know what I should be saying, I don't know what I should be doing. Unless someone at the door is like, who are you? You're not the pizza guy. Shit, what do I do now? I was expecting pizza. And so I panic. And so I avoid making phone calls. I've been meaning to phone my optometrist for a while because my glasses are very broken. And she's a lovely lady. She's an absolutely fantastic lady. But I know, I look at my phone, I'm like, I should call her. And I panic. And it's not great. It's not great that people do that. I mean, you can't help it sometimes, but unfortunately, the reality is that we have to try and do something about it. I will admit that my anxiety has caused me harm, caused me misfortune. At one stage I chipped a tooth, and I was like, I should ring the dentist. I should go to a dentist. But I didn't. I didn't go to a dentist for about like 2 months, and ended up, the tooth got really badly, kind of like food got in there. It got very, things got nasty, and I ended up having to have the tooth extracted. It was either that or a root canal. And as my one of my friends once said, if a dentist offers you a root canal, you tell them to pull them, motherfucker. So I got a tooth pulled, and then it turned out that I had a lot of, cavities, and they had to be filled as well. And maybe it wouldn't have been as bad if that 2 months previously I'd just called the freaking dentist. I could have made an appointment. It would have all been great. But I didn't. Ooh, this is the little cutout path. In case you're wondering, I am following a path that my friend that I'm visiting has told me to. And while it doesn't really lead to anywhere, or so I've been told, here are the cicadas, I don't even know. Oh, well, there's a lot of people around here. So, I was kind of half hoping that I'd be able to do this in like a very public section and talking. Then I was like, you know what, I'm actually not ready to do that yet. Not just yet. We'll do it in the future, but not right now. Yeah, this is a very kind of barren landscape. Let's go a different way. So, the thing about anxieties, the thing about these problems is if we avoid them, if we avoid the thing that we're afraid of, the anxiety just gets worse. It doesn't get better. It can't get better. We're not like learning to fight it. Oh God, there was a rustling noise. I don't like all the noise. It makes me nervous. I know there's insects around, and I've got this whole like insects can like be poisonous thing going on in my head. La, 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 la. Yeah, I'm a little bit gay sometimes. Straight, a little bit gay. Fuck it, let's walk on the road. Let's take a trip on the wild side. So, the more we end up avoiding our anxieties, the more they end up affecting us. And eventually they become uncontrollable. I used to be very anxious around people. I would avoid people all the time. And I ended up in a gaming group, which kind of changed my life. That's the sun. You can't really see me properly. We have bad lighting conditions. This is better. Now I'm walking backwards. Let's do it this way. I like this one. This one I can like walk and talk at the same time. So we end up avoiding things. And oh wait, I covered that bit. So I ended up in a gaming group, and I ended up talking to people, and people weren't as bad as I always thought they were. They were really nice and like friendly and helpful. So that really helped me kind of get over a lot of my anxieties about social situations. Now they haven't gone away, but I'm much better at like progressing anyway, no matter what like a fear I feel. It's also happened a lot with work, and I think if it weren't for the fact of the gaming group, I would not be doing as well in work as I am now. Because I had to talk to a lot of people. I had to answer phones, which is terrifying. I had to call people, which is also terrifying. But in a work environment, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm saying. I know who I'm talking to most of the time. So it's not as difficult for me to like adjust or to get ready. I already have my prepared lines. Hello, my name is Joseph Johnston. I work in the blah 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 blah. I'm here to fix your X problem today. And it's rehearsed and it's well known. So I know what I'm doing and it's not as scary. The trick is going to be doing things that I don't know what I'm doing, and hopefully not going to be scary as well. There's cicadas, cicadas. And hopefully, as I go on, I'm going to get better at these things. But I'm not going to get better at them without doing them. I'm not going to get over my fears and my anxieties until I fight them. We need to fight back against our anxieties. And that's a lesson for today. I was very anxious coming out to do this camera filming thing. I'm very anxious every time I go to do a camera filming thing, because I'm going to put it up on YouTube, and there's people on YouTube, and they'll judge me, and I'll be like, judgment. And that's something that's weird, because it doesn't always feel like the same kind of judgment you get in real life. Because, sorry YouTube, but most of the time you're just a number, which means you're a lot scarier than normal people. I know I'm going to say that now, and they're all going to be like, troll. But, I mean, in the end, it's just the internet. I can turn it off. I don't want to turn it off, but I could. Hey, look at the gate. Let's hop it. Yeah, it moved. That makes it a lot harder to hop. I fail. I'm now probably trespassing. Sorry, farmer person. So, I had to fight an anxiety just to put this video up on YouTube. I had to fight an anxiety in order to make this video. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it'll make me a stronger person in the end. And isn't that what we kind of want? We want to be good people. We want to be strong. We want to be good at what we do. And I've just noticed that this video is getting to 11 minutes. It doesn't even feel like 11 minutes. 12 minutes, actually. So I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to head back to Max. Oh, whoops. I'm going to head back to my friend. Talk to you later. And hopefully you'll learn to fight your anxieties like I'm trying to do mine. So I'm on my way back, and I realized I promised I would be, not filming. Wow, I'm terribly white in the sun. So, unfortunately, I had an idea. And later, I'm going to film myself. Maybe not today, but in a couple of days, I'm going to film myself calling my optometrist. So I wanted you guys, some of you out there, I know you have social anxieties. We all do. Or you've got something that you're afraid of. I want you to face that fear. Even if it's just a little bit. Cyclist! Even if it's just a little something to make you feel better. I want to hear about it. I want to hear about your anxieties, and I want to hear about how you've overcome them a little bit. Okay? So, promise, this is the end of it. I'll see you again sometime. Bye.